Oh, that's a good question. So I'd say over the next 12 months, we've already hit our capacity. We have no more room in like just operationally. So we're trying to negotiate a new space so we can move our distribution system outside of our brewery to leave the brewers enough room to actually package the beer, and then get it out of the way so then we can run distribution from somewhere else. We will probably by the end of year 2, we'll be at our 5-year plan. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do at that point. We've got to figure that out. It's a pretty competitive marketplace. There are a ton of breweries and a ton of good beer. There's a ton of good beer being produced in San Diego and actually elsewhere, right? So yeah, I think it is a pretty competitive situation in San Diego. I call it gluten-free because I'm celiac and I drink it and it's fine, but on paper or on the label it says gluten-reduced, which I have some issues with that wording. But that's what the FDA allows us to use. I think that is one of the. I think that the 3 things that has allowed Duck Foot to accelerate, maybe faster than some other breweries, is that besides for being a good beer, we have good branding, and we also have this niche, which is the gluten-free community. And it's not that big. Celiac disease is maybe 1% of the population, but I think that a lot of people, because I have celiac, and that's what we've gotten a lot of press for. They've believed in Duck Foot, and they've latched onto our brand, and I think people have welcomed us with open arms for that reason, and I think that has provided a niche which has allowed us to grow. Yeah, that's a really interesting thing because, there in San Diego there are, 120 breweries operating, but a lot of them don't make enough beer to distribute outside of their tasting room, right? And then you got that kind of like middle range brewery that makes enough volume where they're distributing a little bit. And I'm not sure, I think we might be in that range because, right now we're maybe 350 accounts all the way up to LA. So we're definitely distributing. And yeah, we come up into, against, Firestone Walker or, some of the breweries of that size. And our challenge is, well, they have a bigger name. They've been around for a while, and there's more acceptance in the marketplace. So why is somebody going to take a chance with Duck Foot? So, I'll run up in a competitive sales situation against those guys more than I would a Budweiser or a macro beer, right? But they actually now own a lot of those, right? So yeah, and then when you think about it that way, yeah, then you're like, well, who am I really fighting now? Am I fighting that mid-size to like large craft brewery, or am I fighting the conglomerate that owns it? So yeah, it's a good point. Well, I guess every day is a little different. I have a motto that I can plan out my next day, and that no matter what happens when I walk into the office in the morning, somebody throws a grenade in my office and all my plans go completely awry. But today we were at the brewery at 7 a.m. to get on Fox News, and which I thought was going to be really fun, and we were about to get on air. And unfortunately, the anchor for Fox, his father passed away. The reporter that was doing our segment just like turned white and said, "Okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes." Turns to me and says, we've got to reschedule. I'm terribly sorry," and books out of the brewery. And I was like, "Oh, that's awful. I'm terribly sorry." Right. So there's the grenade that went off, and you know, in my day, and then so that was going to be, I think, probably a pretty exciting morning. And then something tragic happened, and so it kind of altered our plans. And then, you know, we ended up getting a lot of good work done. Brett and I got in the office super early, had a bunch of hours to actually accomplish some stuff. And then I went out to lunch, and then our head brewer said, "Hey, when you get back, I've got the barrel-aged beer ready for sampling." And when we got back, from lunch we did a taste testing for our new Imperial Stout. That's what we're gonna put in bottles. So, you know, that was pretty cool. And then right now I'm here with you. So.